Hello everyone, good morning, my dear students. I am Boidyanath Kundu, teacher of political science, Durgapur Government College. Today I am going to discuss about the composition and functions of the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. This is for my students of political science honors, 6th semester honors, core 13, unit 2. Okay, let's start. Kolkata Municipal Corporation. Local self-governing institutions play an important role in the democratic governments of the constituent states of the Indian Union. They arouse the social and political consciousness of the people of the locality of the urban self-governments. The corporation exercises more powers and enjoys greater autonomy than a municipality. Composition. Like Mumbai and Chennai, Kolkata also has municipal corporation to look after the development of the city. The Corporation of Kolkata has been constituted and regulated by the Kolkata Municipal Corporation Act of 1980. However, this act has been amended in its structure and functions in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution Amendment Act 1992. At present, the superintendent's direction and control of the preparation of the electoral rolls for and conduct of all elections to the Council of the Kolkata Municipal Corporation are vested in a state election commission constituted by the Governor of West Bengal. The Council of the Corporation of Kolkata consists of 143 members. The city of Kolkata and its added areas have been divided into 141 wards. One councillor is elected from each ward. Therefore, the number of elected councillors of the corporation is 141. Of these, 1/3 seats are reserved for women. Seats are also reserved for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in proportion to the total population of the ward. The councillors are elected directly by the citizens of 18 years of age or above on the basis of universal adult suffrage. Again, the chairman of the Kolkata Improvement Trust and the chief executive officer of the Kolkata Metropolitan Development Authority are the ex officio members of the Council of the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. The term of office of the councillors is 5 years. The councillors elect the chairman of the corporation from amongst them. He is elected for 5 years. The chairman presides over the meetings of the council and maintains decency and decorum. He interprets rules and controls debates. A novel feature of the present Act is the organization of the Mayor in Council. The councillors elect the mayor and the deputy mayor from amongst them. The mayoral council consists of the mayor, the deputy mayor, and 10 other members to be nominated by the mayor from among the elected councillors. The tenure of mayor in council is 5 years. The office of the mayor carries high dignity and prestige. He is the first citizen of Kolkata. The mayor council is popularly known as the Council of Ministers of the City Government of Kolkata. The mayor in council is responsible to the corporation for its works and activities. The Kolkata Corporation has a chief commissioner. He is appointed by the government of West Bengal in consultation with the mayoral council. He supervises the day-to-day affairs of the corporation on behalf of the state government. Functions. The Kolkata Municipal Corporation works through several standing committees. Number 1, Finance. Number 2, Education. Number 3, Public Health. Number 4, Water Supply. Number 5, Town Planning. Besides, the corporation has 2 other committees known as the Estimates Committee and Accounts Committee. The Council of the Kolkata Municipal Corporation formulates the basic principles and takes decisions on all important matters, and they are carried out by the permanent officials of the corporation. The functions and responsibilities include: Point A, construction of roads and bridges. Point B, supply of filtered and unfiltered water. Point C, arrangements for lighting streets. Point D, sanitary measures to keep roads and streets clean. Point E, establishment and maintenance of schools for primary education. Point F, registration of births and deaths. Point G, regulation of slaughterhouses and tanneries. Point H, public amenities including parking lots, bus stops, and public conveniences. Point I, burials and burial grounds, cremation grounds, and electric crematoriums. Point J, urban poverty alleviation. Point K, provision of urban amenities and facilities such as parks, gardens, playgrounds. Point L, planning for economic and social development. Point M, fire services. Point N, urban forestry and promotion of ecological aspects. Point O, slum improvement and upgradation. Point P, safeguarding the interest of the weaker sections of the society, including the handicapped and mentally retarded. Point Q, cattle ponds and prevention of cruelty to animals. Point R, examine and approve plans for construction of buildings, etc. Thank you.